Namaste, good morning. Thank you for joining today. As always, please practice in accordance to your condition and your abilities. And you can do the variations if you feel comfortable with them and you're familiar with them. But please don't ever go to the place of the pain and suffering, as how you're feeling is to an effect affecting everybody, because God is within and God is within all forms. So we want to try to deliver the best experience possible. So on that note, let's keep that in mind and let's begin the practice. Close the eyes and bring the attention inward. Nothing to do, nothing to seek. Everything is already within. Let's begin with the sound of Om 3 times to attract divine attention. Imagine you're everywhere. Om. Fix your mind on God alone. Rest your thoughts in God alone. And in God you will live hereafter. Of this there is no doubt. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering and enjoy this practice through our senses. May we always have a strong desire for the knowledge that liberates us from pain and suffering. And may we cherish no ill feelings against each other. Only peace, love, joy, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So let's begin with the seed mantras. Each of the chakras that are found along the central psychic channel have a mantra associated with them. So we're just going to try to open and stimulate those chakras through those sounds. So we're just going to just keep repeating the sound until you run out of breath. So just allow the sound to ride the breath. Feel the vibrations and imagine that chakra is opening up. When that chakra is open, it's like a gate. It allows the energy to pass all the way up. And what we're trying to do is pass the energy that is at the base of the spine all the way up to the crown, because at the crown, it may trigger divine bliss. But in order for the ascent to start, we must be firmly established in yama and niyama, the ethical rules. First and foremost, compassion. And through the practice, we cultivate that compassion through the imitation of the forms and seeing God in each form. So let's start at the base of the spine. The color is red. So imagine the whole area is flooded with the color red. Sound is lam. Take a deep breath in. Lam, 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 lam. After each sound, take a moment to just feel the vibrations produced. Imagine those vibrations are continuing to do the work even though the sound has disappeared. Next, the sacral chakra. The color is orange and the sound is vam. Inhale. Vam, 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 vam. Now, the navel chakra. The color associated there is yellow and the sound is rum. Inhale. Rum, 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 rum. Next, the heart, anahata. Color is green. Sound is yum. Inhale. Yum, 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 yum. Next, the base of the throat, the color is blue, the sound is hum. Inhale. Hum, 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 hum. Now the third eye. The sound is Om and the color is indigo. Inhale. Om, 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 Om. And lastly, the crown chakra. The color is violet. The sound is Om again, but is sustained this time. So just do one single Om, but let it ride the breath. Imagine that it's heard by all beings everywhere throughout the universe. Inhale. Again to observe. Be like the witness, watching the mind reactions, the body, and the emotions without any judgment whatsoever, without any expectation as to what you should be feeling or not. And hopefully that breath will serve us well throughout the practice. Bring about to help us to help promote the energy and the enthusiasm in a practice. When one is enthusiastic, the student's enthusiastic, the teacher, when they sense the enthusiasm, is more inclined to share the knowledge. And knowledge is the relief for all the pain and suffering, for ignorance is the root cause of all suffering. So now let's begin. Let's come to standing. I'm going to start off with breathing with an exercise that helps to purge all the impurities out of the organs. So imagine as you're doing this, that all the impurities are being shaken out vigorously out of the organs. So we're taking a deep breath in, and when we bend down, the breath is held out, and we just pump the belly button in and out. Imagine just trying to throw the belly button repeatedly against the front of the spine. So we do that all on the exhale, with the lungs completely empty. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, come down. Empty out all the air from the lungs and begin. Pull everything up and in. Keep pulling the breath out. Hollow out the area underneath the rib basket. Make it very, very thin. Like there's a vacuum there. And release, come up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Do it one more time. Try to do at least 50 times on the breath hold, retention. With the lungs again empty. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Again, empty completely, and then start. again, hold the breath out. And release, come up. Breathe in. Breathe out. So now let's continue with other movements to just help bring the body in this area, help by moving all the joints every which way possible. Hands on the hips, circle the head. Try to get the ears, the shoulders, the chin to the chest, the back of the head to the top of the back. And then go the other direction. Feels the head very heavy. The canteen stay on the top of the neck. It just rolls all the way around. Good. Now, inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, down. Continue. Inhale, straight arms up, spread the fingers. Exhale, pull them down. Fists, hands form a fist. Now in front of the body, inhale, reach out. Exhale, pull in. Snap them back. And release. Arm swings back and forth. Throw the arms behind the ears if you can. And then release. Now arms across the chest. Imagine trying to squeeze your armpits together on the inhale. Exhale, throw the arms back. Alternate across. Each time the arms come across the chest, one arm or the other, and then switch. And then release. Next one, arms up over the head, inhale. Exhale, roll the body down. One more. Just hang out here, allow the body to just stop shaking and bouncing. And roll your way back up. Next one, squats. So if you can't come down all the way, just come down to level. You can't be mindful of the knees. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, drop down into a squat. And right back up. Arms out to the side, twist from side to side. Center. Next one. Circle the arms up, inhale, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. Imagine you're Jack in the Box being pressed down and then popping right out of the box. Next one, arms out in front of the body, at the height of the shoulders. Inhale, circle around to the front. Exhale, pull them and punch right back out. Feel as though the arms are spring-loaded. And next, arms by the sides of the body. Same movement, but you're going a circle and a quarter. Inhale, circle around to the front. Exhale, pull in and drop the arms down. And then release. Spread the feet, toes beyond the edge of the mat, going from side to side now. Left arm up, inhale. Exhale, bend to the right, right arm up, in. Exhale, over the head. Next one, same movement, but the breathing, change it up. Left arm up, inhale, bend to the right, hold the breath. See if you can sink deeper into the stretch. Coming back up on the exhale, raise your arm up, right arm up, bend to the left, hold the breath, sink to the side. And then coming back up on the exhale. Keep going. You can pivot on the left foot, turn the toes, so they're following the same line as the leg. And then come back up. And go to the other side. Spin on the foot, open up the chest to the sky. And release, try not to create too many wrinkles in the side body, especially in the underside. Of course, the left side of the body in this case is being stretched out long. Feel a stretch in the foot all the way up through the body, through the chest, right to the crown. Again, practice according to your abilities. Imagine all beings are experiencing this through your body right now. Imagine weights attached to all the fingers. The extra weight encourages you to go a little bit deeper into the stretch. Sink. Progressively, the body goes deeper. Now from here, let's see, yes, spread your feet, bring your hands in front, underneath the shoulders, move the left hand now a little bit in front of the right shoulder, raise your arm up, inhale, stretch, exhale, sweep the arm underneath, inhale, reach up, exhale underneath, feel the action of the shoulder blades coming together, squeezing together, exhale, separating, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, wide through the chest, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, one more, inhale, exhale. Now the right hand from the left shoulder, inhale, left arm up, exhale underneath the right, inhale, exhale. The fingertips come over the back of the right shoulder. Inhale, take the arm all the way back. Exhale underneath. Inhale. Try to get the arm all the way to the other side of the body. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Sweep the arm way up. Graceful gestures. Exhale. No jerky movements. No abrupt, loud movements. So now cat-cow. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees butt hip width apart. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round the back. Inhale. Stretch the belly skin. Exhale, stretch the back skin. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Powerful movements. Exhale. Push the heart right between the shoulder blades. The belly band right through the lower back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Telescope the chest forward away from the seat. Make sure you don't jam off the back and neck of the lower back. Exhale. Make sure you don't close off the air passage completely. Inhale. On the exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Always allow for the breath to be able to flow. Inhale. Exhale. And one more. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to neutral. Back. Raise right leg up. Inhale. And then swing out to the right. Make so the leg or pendulum. Swinging out of control. Throw the leg out to the side and throw it all the way back up. Of course, slow it down or modify it as you need to, according to your flexibility and your mobility. And then the left leg up, inhale, and swing it out to the left. Try to get the toes right to the back of the head. Or over the head. And release. Come onto the belly for a moment. I like to have the blanket there, of course, to help just make it more comfortable so the hips aren't grinding into the ground. So we're going to use our upper back, strengthen our upper back muscles here. Join your hands together behind your seat if you can. If you can't do it easily, just keep your hands apart. Now press down, anchor down through the hips, the thighs, and the feet, tops of the feet. And on the inhale, come up. Exhale, back down. Up and down. Up and down. Imagine trying to get your hands over your feet. Up, down. Up, down. Up, down. Up, down. If you need to stop anyway, anytime, again, move according to your abilities. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and down, and relax. Breathe in, and breathe out. Remove all fatigue. The arms come forward now, and you can either raise the legs and arms at the same time and press them back down. You can alternate opposite arm to the opposite leg comes up. And then if you have more strength, just rock. So throw the legs up, and what the action of the hips and the chest pushing into the ground will propel the upper body up. So it looks like this. Do it with me now. Whatever. Your choice. Trick there is to not use your hands too much. Use the power of the legs coming down, the chest coming down to propel yourself up. Once you get the motion, the momentum, then the body wants to keep going. But now let's come back into child's pose. You might not get the techniques right away, but just keep trying, and eventually the body will find the movement. Inhale, round the back, come up into high cat. Exhale, drop your hips to your hands, chest forward, head back. Inhale, back into high cat. Exhale, bring the seat all the way back on heels. Inhale, roll up. And then uncoil, chest forward in front of the arms. Curve the back, inhale up. Exhale, back. Inhale, try to move in a way that's fluid. And forward. Try not to crunch the lower back or the back of the neck. Inhale. Exhale. It's like when you fold the hose sharply, it stops the water flows. You don't want to stop the energy flow through abrupt and aggressive movements. Inhale, back up. Exhale, back. Just try to elongate, find space wherever possible. Inhale. Exhale. Telescope the neck out, the shoulders press down to the feet. Inhale, round your back. Exhale, all the way back. Inhale, coming up, rounding. And then flexing the spine. And back to rounding. Flattening and lengthening. Inhale. And forward, exhale. Inhale. Watch the body moving in a way that, and imagine the body moving in a way that's graceful and powerful, and this may translate into movements. And forward. Inhale. You have to continue to cultivate your imagination, for you can only go as far as your imagination. Inhale. And exhale. Amazing things are ahead of you, so think that everything is possible, and back, exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Emerge as like a wave on the ocean. Reaching its full height now. And then starting to crest and diminish and then disappear back in the water. And here, relax for a moment. Breathe in. Breathe out all fatigue. Now from here, we're going to glide forward into the cobra pose. Slide between your arms. And inhale. Pick the head up. Hold the breath. Hold the pose. Everything stops. All the mind fluctuations, the body movements, and emotions as though they're frozen. Back on the exhale. Inhale, come forward. If it's too much to slide, you can come up into baby plank and then drop your hips down and then take your head back. Try to get your head over your seat. Hold the breath. Hold the pose. And back. Keep your hips on the ground. Come forward again. Brush your nose to the ground. Make like a snake creeping through the grass. Hold the breath. Hold the pose. Try not to jam up the neck between the shoulders and the ears. Keep the shoulders down. The chest wide open. And back. Exhale. Think of the shoulders as the wings that are beside the cobra's head. Inhale. Come up. Take the head back. Curve your back. Imagine you try to get the back of the head to the top of the seat. And back, exhale. Of course, allow the body to warm up according to your needs. Inhale. Remember, 3 times blessed that those can imitate the form mentally, physically, and spiritually. Copy the teacher. In this case, whatever the form that you're trying to manifest in your posture. Inhale, come forward again. In this case, a cobra. Become one with the cobra. Imagine having the boundless range of motion to imitate it physically. All the way back. This time you need to come forward. If you like, King Cobra. Works and knees, the legs as well. Press into your fingertips. Press into your fingertips. Bring your feet up. Try to touch the back of the head. You have to open up your knees a little bit. And back, exhale. Physically, again, uncoil like a serpent. Be majestic, fierce, and powerful. You become what you believe. All the way back. Twice blessed are those who can imitate the teacher. Mentally, be real and wise like the serpent. Those are some of the characteristics that we associate with the serpent. And back, exhale. 3 times blessed are those who can imitate the form. Spiritually tap into all this qualities, divine qualities of that which you're representing. See God in each form. God manifests himself in this physical world in so many beautiful ways through the forms. All the way back, exhale. Come forward again. Slide forward. Pull the arms so you can propel yourself forward, more power and ease. Hold the breath, hold the pose. Back in stillness. When the body's still, bring the mind into silence. When the body's not moving around, the mind is less prone to be as restless and jumping around as well. And back, exhale. Try to remain calm, the temperament unchanging. One more. Hold the breath, make it the best one yet. And back. Child's pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Now we're going to come up, standing on the knees. This one's to help strengthen the core and the thighs. Anchor down through the legs, the shins, and the tops of the feet. Depending on your strength, you can take your hands across the chest, or on your thighs, or on your seat. These are the easier forms, or cactus arms, or bring them up, arms up over the head. And then lean back. You don't have to go too far at first, but just progressively getting deeper. Keep the body rigid. Come back. And come back up. Inhale, hold the breath, go back. Come back up, exhale, and continue. Pull the thighs towards one another. Really keep this core strong. Engage the buttocks. Hinge at the knees again. Stop when you need to. Bit by bit, the body gets stronger and you'll be able to do more repetitions. Arms close to the ears. Three more, if you have it in you. Last one. Now, come down, sit between your heels if you can. If not, you can sit on your heels and walk your hands back as far as you can. Try to get your shoulders as far away from the knees as possible. Soften the knees, or you can bring your hands, forearms on the ground if you're more flexible, or if you can go all the way down your back, then go ahead. Supta Virasana. Bring the insides of the thighs together if you can. If you have your flat down on the back, you can take hold of your elbows over your head. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, just sink your back body into the ground, melt. Even the belly button falls through the body into the ground. Now from here, tip to one side, to the left, and take the right leg out, and roll to your right, and take your left leg out from underneath. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, imagine you fainted. Let go of all fatigue. Now next, tucks. Arms up over the head, inhale, stretch. Exhale, come into tuck. Shoulders to the knees, chin to the knees. Inhale. Exhale, come up. Don't worry if you can't get there. Just do your best as always. Inhale. Exhale, no attachments to results, no expectations. Inhale, just do your best. And exhale, the best that you can offer. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, powerful moments. Exhale, pull it all in. Make the body look like a fist. Inhale, elongate. Hollow up and lengthen the navel. Exhale, push the thighs into your abdomen. And right back out. Inhale. And pull in tightly. Inhale. Same movement, but the breathing's different. Hold the breath as you come into tuck and hold it there. Everything stops again. Try to get your shoulders right to the knees. If you can, your forehead and hands above the knees. You can place one fist in front of the other, squeeze the knees in with your elbows. And release. If you can't touch your forehead to the hands, be unconcerned, just again, do your best. And come back, hold the breath, concentrate in any case on the space between the eyebrows to see the divine perception. Release, exhale. Inhale. If it's easier to take your hands behind the knees, press against the backs of the legs. You still have to engage your core to get your forehead up higher, your shoulders up off the ground. Inhale. Exhale. But do what is, will help you go deeper. And inhale. Exhale. Eventually, as you practice more, you learn the tricks to make the body move more efficiently. Inhale. Hold the breath. Pull it all in. Release. Continue to be a witness, watching everything. Inhale, stretch. Breath and tuck. Break. And one more. Inhale. Hold the breath and tuck very tightly. All the attention to the space between the eyebrows again. Everything stops. And release. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax. And next, we're going to just rock and roll. So depending on your abilities, your strength, you can just bend your knees and just take your hands behind. Hug your legs, your body just roll back and forth. A few times if you can. Bring the feet all the way up behind the head. Bring the legs down once the feet are down. Wait until the heels are down before you sit up. And shape your body with your legs for full movement. Do according to your condition. Try to do it so that it's fluid. Your legs not coming crashing down, nor the back. No jerks in the movements. Fluid, and graceful, and powerful. Watch the body moving in your mind the way you want to see it, and this may translate to your movements. This works in many different systems in the body, the digestive system, the core, legs and the arms. And next time you roll back, get ready to stand. When the legs start to come down, bend your knees. So you can plant your feet, press into your feet, and come right up to standing. Okay, so now we're going to move to the front of the mat, straighten on the sky. Give me one moment. Now come to the front of the mat. Hands to the heart. And now, keep the intention always of offering up the practice. Imagine we're all together physically, moving as one, like a school of fish, to stay in the collective mind. Raise your arms up overhead. Arch back. Fold the body forward. Bend your knees if you need to. Land your belly on your thighs, your hands on the ground. The right foot back, lower down the knee, drop down to the seat. Come into the high plank. Ashtanga Namaskar, knees, chest, forehead down. Slide right into upward facing dog if you can. Lift the hips and knees away from the ground. Charge the legs. Back into Adho Mukha Savasana. Allow the heart to melt, the head to come down below the arms. Then the right foot steps forward to the hands. Sink down to the seat. If that's difficult, you can lower the left knee down first. Use the right hand to guide the foot further forward. And then the feet together, Uttanasana, chest on the thighs, head down. Come right up to standing, arch back. Engage the buttocks and upper back muscles to support you in movement. Raise your arms up, don't worry about the breath. Just move the body in a way that feels natural, that allows the breath to remain steady and even. Left foot back, move the body, the breath will follow and deliver more fluidity and ease of movement. Ashtanga Namaskar, knees, chest, forehead down. Right into upward facing dog, or keep your hips on the ground if that's better for you. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then the left foot steps forward. Sink down through the seat. Push the lower back up and in. And then Uttanasana. Belly on your thighs, head down. Come right up. And then return, Pranamasana. Always coming back to the source of divine love. Reach your arms up. Bury your mind deep in the heart. Watch the body move with even more power and grace and ease. Uttanasana. Right foot back. Come into the plank. Ashtanga Namaskara. Knees, chest, forehead down. And swing right into upward facing dog. Now bend the toes under. Shimmy your hips further forward to your hands. And pulse. Keep your legs up off the ground. Push your shoulders back, look like a dog howling at the moon. Try not to jam up the back of the neck. Keep the neck long. And a lower back for your wrinkles. Now press into your hands, lift the seat. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Pulse here, try to get your chest close to the ground. If you're very flexible, maybe your forehead, your nose, maybe the chin comes down. Try not to bend your arms. Keep your arms straight. Now from here, the right foot steps to the hands softly. Move the shoulders over the fingertips so the foot lands not the big thud. Pull the feet together, Uttanasana. Come right to standing. And return home, Pranamasana. Go up and back again. Stretch the whole front of the body. Go to your limits. Uttanasana. Always, of course, mindfully. Left foot back. Go to a place of pain or suffering. Or any place where or anxiety, any place where you don't any negativity that you don't want to transmit. Ashtanga Namaskara into upward facing dog. Stay here again, pulse. Look like a dog howling at the moon. Really try to form the image in your mind of what you're representing. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. You can bring your chin into your chest. Try to get the back of the head to the mat. Stretch the back of the neck. Look like a dog stretching its back. Exhibit the loyalty of the dog to its master as well through this pose. Curve the spine. Sink the heart. And now bring the left foot forward to the hands. Drop down to the seat. Uttanasana. Hands beside the feet. The right foot comes in to meet the left. Bow to the legs. Come all the way up. All the movements reflecting devotion, surrender to divine service. Humility, hands to the heart. Let go of all expectations, all attachments to the results. Raise your arms up over the head. This time just come down, bend your knees, land your belly on your thighs, swing your arms over your head if you can, join the hands together. Now hold your breath, the right foot back, lower the knee, right into Kapiyasana, raise your arms up over the head, arch the back, and then come back down. From here, into plank. You can do Ashtanga Namaskara or another variation, bring your seat back. Keep your knees up and then see if you can pull yourself right into upward facing dog. Get to pull those elbows into the sides of the body. Really squeeze through the base of the toes and the heels of your palms, base of the fingers. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right leg up, Ekapada, and step the foot between the hands. Back knee down, sink the seat all the way forward. Kapiyasana again, bring your arms all the way back behind the head. And then come forward. Lean your belly on your front leg, swing your hands back, try not to touch the ground in between. Legs together, body to the legs. Uttanasana. Come right up. All the movements powerful. Try to make this transition seamless like you're doing your divine dance of devotion. Hands to the heart. Go up and back again. Stretch. Come down. Belly on your thighs. Push your body into your legs. Try to get your seat over the heels and your hands over your shoulders. Look up, bring the right foot, left foot back. Right into Kapiyasana. Stretch all the way from the foot, all the way to the fingertips. And right back down into the high plank. Again, you're entering into upward facing dog, your choice. Either swing right into upward facing dog, try not to touch the legs in between, or Ashtanga Namaskara. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left leg up, three-legged dog. And step the foot between the hands. Land it quietly. Remember, all the movements graceful. Make this a divine gift, something pleasing to the witness, the Supreme Guru who is within watching. Belly on your thighs, swing your hands behind the back. The right foot comes in to meet the left. push the body, the seat up, right over the heels if you can. Come right up to standing, reach up over the head. Turn home, hands to the heart. Again, raise your arms up, adding on bit by bit. As the body gets warmer, becomes more able. Chest on the thighs, push the body into your legs, send the hands over the head, face to the shins if you can, if your legs are straight. Then the right foot back. Lower the back knee down, sink down the seat. Right under to asana, pull your arms all the way back. Imagine your index fingers going with the back toes. Break the pose, bring the hands down. Swing the left leg up this time. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Come forward, shoulders over the fingertips. Keep your leg up if you can. Pull the elbows into the sides of the body, push through to your toes. See if you can lower your chest down first. If you need to lower your knee down at the same time, do what you need to. No any judgment. And into upward facing dog, back into downward facing dog. Right leg up. Keep seeing yourself in a practice you're trying to achieve. With constant practice and angry determination, you will arrive. Raise the arms up over the head. Use the intention of offering as your motivation to fuel you. Swing your hands back behind the back. Left foot comes in to meet the right. Uttanasana. Head comes almost to the feet. Come right up to standing. Arch back. Come back home. And again. Sweep the arms up over the head. Arch back. Fold forward. Bend your knees. Land your belly on your thighs. Take your hands over your shoulders. And then from here, left foot goes back. Try not to touch your fingers in between to the ground as you bring them up over the head. Kapiyasana. Bring your hands back down. Swing the right leg all the way up and back. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Come forward into your shoulders over the fingertips. Elbows come into sides, body, fingers turn out a little bit. All these little tricks help to maintain the strength as you move from one pose to the other. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Be like a shapeshifter moving effortlessly between the forms. Left leg up, step the foot between the heads. Back knee down, drop down to the seat. Right up again, Kapiyasana. And then come back down, belly on your thighs, join your hands behind the back. Right foot to the left, Uttanasana. Push your body into your leg, try to get your chest below the knees. Adjust your humility here. Come all the way up, standing salutes. Open yourself up to divine grace. And then come back home. Land your hands in front of the heart again, Anjali Mudra. From the heart, inhale all love from the heart up to the crown. Hold the breath there. Allow that love to go to all beings everywhere, just like the sun, light, and the warmth that projects on everything equally. And release. Continue with some other poses now. So we'll start with the left foot forward, move to the back of the mat, bend your knee, bring the left hand down. Ardha Chandrasana. Raise the right leg up. Make sure your hand's not too close to the foot, at least 14 to 16 inches away, so that you can open up the hip a little bit more. And then you bring the right arm up if you can. Body is completely sideways. Bring the right leg up higher. Bring the right hand back down. From here, bend your right knee if you like. Get your right leg above the height of the hip. Warrior 3. If it's too much, keep your arms out in front. Be like an airplane flying level. Now dive forward again. Head closer to the ground. The right foot can come up higher. Straight, true lines from hand to hand, from head to foot. And from here, break the pose, bring the right foot back down. Just become the form, merge with the form. So now, the right foot forward, lean down, right hand, slide it forward, at least again, 14, 16 inches. So the shoulder is over the wrist here, and your hip is over the heel. Turn to your left arm up, pull the left leg up higher. Look up if you can. If your hand is too close to the foot, it also is more difficult to keep your balance. Now from here, look forward and And then from here, you can come into, actually, bring your left leg down a little bit, hips level with the ground, warrior 3. Or, again, arms out to the side. And then if you like, dive forward, pull the left leg up, your belly on your thigh, your head heading towards the ground, about the height of the knee. Fall towards your toes a little bit. And then bring the left foot down. And then come back up. Good. Now, next pose. Anchor down to the left foot. Good. Take your time. So do the poses mindfully. Sometimes you get dizzy. So just take your time as you need to. Okay, so take your right heel with your thumb behind the heel and then bring the leg out. So push through the base of the toes, flex the foot. If you're more flexible, pull the foot closer to the shoulder, but lean to your left a little bit. So your fingers and toes stay the same height, being magnificent and graceful like a dancer. Good. Now from here, bring the foot down, take the foot, and you can stay here if you like. Stretch the left arm up. Or you can lean forward, bend your right knee a little, left knee a little bit, and push the foot away from you, away from the seat. Natarajasana. If you're more flexible, you can take your left hand back, bring your foot close to your seat again. Whoops, lost it there. And then from here, bring the foot back out. Push the foot away from your body. Try to keep the toes about the height of the head. And then release. And then the ganya, the foot. So press down to the right foot. Whatever happens, just remain unconcerned, unjudging. Do your best. The left leg comes up, flex the foot, open up. Lean back if you can. Be magnificent and poised and graceful like a dancer. Good. Now bend the knee. Change your grip. Hold the outside of the leg into Natarajasana. Bend your right knee a little bit. Push your foot out, your left foot away. And then once your foot is as far away from your body as possible, re-straighten your right leg. And if you like, come up a little bit. Take your right hand to the foot and pull again on the foot. Standing bow pose. Break the pose, bring the foot back down. Good, now from here, stand in the middle of the mat, facing out along the edge of the mat. Bring your fingertips together at the height of the shoulders and jump your feet apart. Go to the left. Bend into your left knee, try to get your knee over the toes. Come forward with a sense of purpose, just like the warrior, always ready to render divine service. Raise your right arm up. Virabhadrasana 1. Take the head all the way back. Look up as though to say, I'm yours. Grant me higher devotion. Lower the knee down, flatten out the toes. Rock the shoulders back and forth. Push your hips all the way forward towards the front heel. Push the chest up. Try to get your arms behind the ears. Maybe all the way behind the head. Look like that crescent-shaped moon, radiate your inner light. Now from here, bring hands back onto the knee. Push into your knee. Come upright. Sukha Virabhadrasana. Arms out to the side, stretch, and bring your left hand down. The right arm up. Push the left shoulder against the inside of the knee. And you can stay here, or if you want, you can take the half bind. The right hand comes behind the back and comes inside onto the thigh. So just between the bottom of your thigh, roll the thigh outwards. If you have more flexibility still, lower your shoulder down just a little bit below the line of the knee. Left arm goes underneath the left leg. Right arm goes over the back. So you're binding, not over the seat, just against the outside of the left thigh. push the right shoulder back. If you want to keep going, lift the back knee up off the ground. Keep your head close to the ground, your right hip up. Try to get your leg straight. Eventually, maybe the left leg will straighten as well. Good. Now from here, release. I'm going to do it this way. So bring the right knee down. It goes up, come back down. So your legs are like a box. Your heel underneath the knee. Right arm up. Go to the outside of the left leg. Try to get your armpit on the outside of the knee. Left hand pushes into your right. And really push hard so the belly comes hard in the thighs. You're not trapped. Your hand should not be at the shoulder in the final position. Your chest should be behind your thumbs at the height of the heart. It's the hands at the height of the heart. And then roll the left shoulder all the way back, turn the chest and face up. If this is easier for you, you can bend again. Lift the back knee up, spin on your feet so your feet are parallel to one another. Keep your head again close to the ground. Hands keep, the hands are still centered in front of the chest. Now break the pose, bring hands back down to the ground. Turn towards left foot, move the left foot out to the edge of the mat. The right foot scooches back further. Make sure that the knee is roughly over the heel. So the heel should be flat on the ground on the left foot. If your hips are low enough, fall to your right. Try to get your right forearm on the ground, right hip to anchor down. Roll back to your left. If you're very close to the ground already, you can bring your left arm to the outside of the foot and keep on trying to pull your chest forward. Telescope your trunk out of the hips. The more the body lengthens, the more the body will come down flatter. Imagine you're just trying to creep into the cobra pose from your belly. So it's the same action. Lead with the heart, and then the body will flatten out. Maybe the back won't round as much. Be like a lizard just sunning itself on a warm earth. Good, now come back. Bring your hands, come back onto your hands, lift the back knee up, and come back to the middle of the mat. Come all the way back up. Go to the other side now. Go to the right. Bend into the right knee, sink down to the seat. Virabhadrasana 2. Be careful of your arm positions, those should not be happening. Arms at the height of the shoulders, be steady in your efforts. Try to see yourself in your mind and try to make your body realize the image that you see. Virabhadrasana 1, arms up overhead. Express the devotion of the warrior. Lower the knee down, flatten out the toes. Kapyasana, bring your seat all the way forward. If you need to modify, you can just keep your hands on the knee or on your lower back if you like, or on the seat. Allow the head to drop back. You can do the full pose. Wriggle the shoulders back and forth. Try to get your chest up as high as you can. Curve the body like the crescent moon. Radiate your inner light. Break the pose, press into the front knee, bring yourself more upright. Bend the toes under on the back foot. Your legs should look like a box. Sukha Virabhadrasana, arms out to the side and just tip down. Sukha Trikonasana, left arm up, right shoulder against the right knee. You can stay here if you like. Arms straight from hand to hand, or take your left hand behind the back. Take your hand to your thigh, roll the thigh outwards, or move into the bind. Right arm circles the leg from underneath, left shoulder, left arm moves back. Join your hands together beside, on the back of the right thigh, just beside your hip, your seat. And if you like, lift your left knee up off the ground. Try to get your left leg straight. Doesn't matter if the right leg doesn't straighten all the way, just keep pushing into the back, into the inside of the knee, eventually it will straighten out. And then from here, release. If you have the knee up, bring it down. Let's do this way again. So legs again like a box, left arm up. Go to outside of the right leg. Turn your toes and knees a little bit towards the left so you can get your arm anchored firmly in place, and keep pushing with the back of the arm into the outside of the knee. Try again to lift the body higher than the thigh. Your belly comes higher than the thigh. Then roll the right shoulder all the way back, turn your chest and face up. If you want to go a little bit further, keep the left arm anchored in place, lift the back knee up off the ground, spin on your feet, facing the long edge of facing the feet in one parallel to one another. Try to keep your center of the chest behind the thumbs. And from here, break the pose. Release the arms, turn towards the front, towards right foot, and then again, lizard. Scooch the left foot back a little bit more. Drop down onto the knee, and if your hips are low enough, drop down onto your forearm and your hip, and roll back to the right. Make sure your knee's not falling away from your shoulder, nor the foot sliding away. Keep your knee and your foot in the same line. Close to the shoulder and try to work at getting your back lower than the leg. Bring your chest forward more and more. Imagine your hips were made of lead. Very, very heavy. When the hips are anchored down, the pelvis, the belly, and the chest and the chin will come down. Be patient, let go of all expectations. It takes months, sometimes, maybe even years to come into the pose. Where you don't achieve in this lifetime, you pick up where you left off in the next. And then come back onto the hands. Now from here, bring one hand, frame the foot with the right hand on the outside of the foot. Come back into plank. And then move into side plank. Move your left hand closer to the right from the nose. And lift your hips. You can cross your ankles if it's too much. You can lower your left knee down. So if you're feeling your hips are sagging, you're sinking into the shoulder, maybe it's best to bring the left knee down so you can stay strong in the pose. And come back to plank. Go to the other side. The right hand in front of the nose and the left arm up. Push your hips up away from the ground. Come back to plank. This time if you want to go a little bit deeper, maybe into other variations if you know them, or do the same things you did. Push your seat up higher like you're doing a downward facing dog, and then start from here. Go on your left hand, your left foot, turn to the right. If you want to do other variations, you keep spinning on your left foot, turn, flip your hips and chest up. Your toes now in the same line as your left leg, the rest of the leg. Push your hip all the way forward and up. Left arm stays extended, so you can take your right foot up off the ground. Then you can catch it, the knee or the foot. Break the pose, gracefully bring your right foot back down. If it was up, spin on your hand and come back to plank. Go on the other side. Lift your hips. I lift the hips because they're already in the right place when you turn to your left. And again, you can stop here or you keep going. Spin on the foot, spin on the foot. Your hand doesn't turn too much. Okay, and then your foot turns until the toes get in our same line as following the rest of the leg. Push your hip all the way up. Try not to bend your knee. Keep your hips up. If you sag, it's going to be harder. You'll feel heavier and you won't be able to take your left foot up off the ground more as easily. If you want, you can take your left leg up, take hold of the knee or take hold of the foot. And then break the pose. Bring the left foot back down. Spin back to the front. Lower your knees down. Child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe out all fatigue. Good. Now moving into your inversions. So if you know how to do headstand, you don't have to wait, go ahead. If you are very uncomfortable with coming up too high from the ground and you want to have your feet on the ground, you just stay on
in hare pose. You bring your forehead from your knees and lift your seat up. Try to get your hips over your knees. You'll feel pressure on the back of the neck. If it's too much, bring your head further forward so you're more on the top of the head. Imagine trying to push the lower of the belly button through the lower back and your chest between your shoulder blades. If you feel more able-bodied and want to go a little bit further, you can take hold of your opposite elbows. If you're beginning, you might want to go against a chair, use a chair or the wall to assist you. Place your feet at the base of the chair or the wall, elbows right underneath your shoulders. Make sure you can hold them easily, then don't move your elbows. Move your hands forward, interlace your fingers, place your head between your palms. And then bring one foot on the seat of the chair or on the wall, and bring the other leg all the way back. Keep your foot close to the body. Hang the foot all the way down as though it's like a low hanging fruit. Flex your feet and see if you can lift your toes up off the seat by pulling your toes back, or on the wall equally as well. Pull your toes away from the wall. Make sure your legs can still bend. When your foot is on the wall, your leg is bent. If you're reaching too much, it's going to be hard to lose your dependency on the wall. Hug the elbows, hug the head between your heels, your palms, push down into the forearms. This helps to distribute the pressure so that's not all on the head. When you're beginning, it feels more comfortable with this distributed pressure. Stay steady. And come back down gracefully. Child's pose again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Soften everything. Now slide your arms forward, making your transition into cobra. Glide between your arms. Push your chest forward, bring your head all the way back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. We're going to jump our feet to the hands now. Lift the heels, bend the knees, jump to the front of the mat. Arms at the height of the shoulders, lift the heels all the way up. Press into reach your toes, keep your shoulders over the hips. Stay there until you shake, but be unaffected by the effort that's the body's putting in. Steady in your temperament, unchanging, undisturbed. Lower the seat down slowly on your heels, tuck your chin in, rolling right into baby plow. Bring your feet behind your head, hands on the back. Give way for shoulders down now. Move your hands behind your back. Join them together. Try to get your elbows closer together. So from in front, if you're looking from the front, you can't see your arms anymore. They're all the way behind your back. This gives you a little bit more of an opportunity to get your legs up higher. Hands on your back. Your hips are over your shoulders. Bring one leg up at a time. If it's too much, you bring your legs to where you can. Even if it's just, again, staying in baby plow. And we're according to your condition and your energy level. Those you have a lotus can go ahead. A full lotus, not a half lotus. Lotus makes your mind one-pointed. And then from here, push into your knees. Try to get your legs up higher, your knees up higher. Nothing to do, nowhere to go but deeper within. Now if you're in lotus, you can bring your thighs onto your body, Pindasana, embryo pose. If you're able to take a bind, go ahead. Take your arms around your legs, join your hands underneath the seat. Pull your thighs right against your body. If you don't have a lotus, come down and plow again. Oh, sorry if I sound muffled. My shirt is blocking my mouth. Bring your feet behind your head. And here. If you like, you can drop your knees right down beside your head on either side. Thighs against the body. Go within again, beyond the body, the mind, and the emotions. Leave the body by itself. Take your hands behind the back, palms down. Make your way down slowly. Keep your legs close to your body as you're making the transition. Your palms are down, index fingers and your thumb tips are touching. And then eventually your feet will land on the wrists. Keep moving your legs down until you're halfway down. Stop when they're about 45 degrees angle from the ground and lift your back up off the ground if you can. Push your elbows a little bit further inwards towards one another. Push your chest all the way up, open up your chest. And if you can, bring your top leg down. Fish pose. If it's too much, bring your legs all the way down. And now breathe very fast and nose like a sniffing dog. Bring your feet down close to your seat, slide back down onto the head, onto the back of the head, and from here, right into bridge pose. Tuck your shoulders underneath again. And if you can, lift your heels, walk your feet a little bit closer if you feel you can. And then when you lower your heels down, try not to let the hips drop. Keep your chest looking at a wall, your chest right against the chin. Tilt the hips forward a little bit, the pelvis forward, so you're not crunching your lower back. Now you can stay here or bring your hands beside your head, stay on the fingertips, hold your breath, slide your head back behind your hands, closer to the feet. Turn your hands around the other way so your fingers are facing towards the feet and slightly turned outwards, very slightly, not too much. This keeps the elbows in. And if you can, lift your head up off the ground. Fight to get into the pose. If you don't try anything, you remain too complacent, you never make any progress. Eventually your enthusiasm becomes dull and you don't want to practice anymore. Don't waste your time. Just take every opportunity to grow and evolve. And then come back down. If you're in Urdhva Dhanurasana, likewise if you're in bridge, lie on your back, breathe in, breathe out. Now, depending on your hamstrings, you can keep your legs bent and bring your right leg up, take your knee to the shoulder, hold on to the ankle, and pull the foot towards the head. Try to get your legs straighter. If you can extend your left leg out all the way. If you're very flexible, you might be able to bring your foot all the way down to the ground beside your head. Move your leg a little bit to the right. The knee comes right into the armpit. Then bend the knee, come into half happy baby pose. The heel over the knee. And bring a leg right across the chest like an upside down pigeon. You can hold the foot with your left hand or bring it to the crook of the arm. Push the foot a little bit further to the left. Try to feel the sensations in the glutes. Roll the right thigh down. Then from here, release the right leg. Bring the left leg up, same thing. Knee to the shoulder, slide your right foot in if you need to. If your hamstrings are quite tight. And then pull on the left foot, try to get your legs straighter. Roll the left thigh down. Depending on your flexibility again, you can try to get your foot all the way to the ground beside your head. Eventually your arms can go over your head as well. Just keep visualizing yourself in the practice you're trying to achieve, and keep practicing, keep on moving. Half happy baby pose. Bring the foot, heel in line with your left knee, the back of the knee, and push down on the sole of the foot. Try to get your knee to the ground right underneath the arm. Then bring the leg across the chest. If you're more flexible, try to keep your heel at the height of the knee, right across the chest. Your leg is close to the collarbone, your lower leg. Roll the left thigh down. Make sure you're not shortening the left side of the body. And from here, release. Bring the leg down, breathe in. Breathe out. Good. So now from here, arms up to the side, bring the legs up into reverse table. Your shins level with the ground. Cross the left leg over the right. If you can hook your foot on the back of the right leg, go ahead and do so. Garudasana legs. If not, just doesn't matter. Just bring tilt to the right, bring the right foot down, and then left knee follows. You can use your right hand to anchor the knees down. Make sure that the back of the left shoulder doesn't pop up off the ground. Keep the hand moving further away from you, the height of the shoulders, so that you can remain as flat as possible. Play with the position of the knees, where they are relative to the right arm, maybe closer to the knee, and you perhaps may feel more of an extension along the lower part of the back, right to the root of the spine. Center, switch your legs around. Right leg cross over the left, hook the foot or not, and then bring your knees over to your left. Your left foot comes down first. If your legs aren't crossed, your right knee follows, right foot follows. And try to keep your chest flat on the ground, flat, both shoulder blades pressing down. Break the pose, lie in Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, imagine you went unconscious. Let go of all tension in the muscles, let go of all efforts. Learn to let go of the effort instantly. Imagine now that the best is taking place. Integrate all the benefits that you're receiving through the practice. Direct all the benefits right to the spiritual heart. Imagine you're attracting goodness from outside as well, from all the beings around you who are doing the exact same thing as you are, offering up the practice for all beings. Be grateful for what you accept from them, and do likewise. So whatever you bring in and whatever's within that you're directing to the spiritual heart, imagine it going out to all beings everywhere. Will it to go everywhere. Make an intention of seeing again God in all the forms, even in your day-to-day life, especially in your day-to-day life when it's probably a little bit more challenging to remain in control of your emotions, of your actions, because you're tempted from all sides and you're being constantly bombarded by objects of the senses. Try to be unaffected, like the witness, just watching it all.
practice seated position. Move in a way that is gentle, that is reverent, that doesn't take you out of this humble mindset. We'll close our practice now by chanting Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Instill the peace within, send out to all beings everywhere. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Be receptive to the grace of God. All is within. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. Until next time, sending much love your way.